Let me show you what you can do in order to try to improve the battery life on Samsung Galaxy A17. And we're gonna start by going to settings. Over here in settings, we can go to battery settings. And the first thing that we can do is go to battery protection. It is recommended to use any form of battery protection. By default, we use this basic one. And it's a decent choice if you don't want to limit yourself too much. However, if you want to prevent, well, maybe not prevent, but slow down the process of battery aging, then we can use at least the adaptive option. Now, let me quickly explain how these options work. So with the basic battery protection, when your battery is charged to 100%, when you charge your phone, then the charging stops. And then when the battery drops to 95% and the charger is still connected to the phone, it starts charging again to 100%. And besides that, we have the maximum option, which just limits the battery to 80, 85, 90, or 95%. So this can be a little bit inconvenient to use for some people if they still, if they think that they need those additional 20% or so. So I can understand if you don't want to use it. And therefore, we also have adaptive option, which allows you to stop charging at 80% while you are asleep, and then switch it to basic before you wake up. And the sleep time is estimated based on your phone usage patterns. Now, besides that, what we can also do is go to the power saving option. The power saving mode is pretty good way to keep the battery life for a little bit longer until you can charge it again. And this allows you to enable certain features or limit certain features so that the battery life is extended. Of course, you don't have to really use the power saving mode all the time, only in crucial situations where you actually need to get more battery life right now before you can start charging your phone again. Besides that, we also have the maximum power saving mode, which limits your phone pretty much to bare minimum. So you can only use selected apps, you can limit all background activity and turn off certain features. Over here on the right side, or the upper right side, we have these three dots, and we can find adaptive power saving mode, which you can use, for example, so that your phone can learn usage pattern of your phone, and then based on certain information that can be provided to the phone after some time, the phone can automatically enable and disable power saving mode. Besides that, in battery settings, we can also find charging settings where we have fast charging. So if you think that fast charging can speed up the process of battery aging, then of course we can disable this option in order to prevent that from happening. I'm not sure if that's really the case. Some people believe that fast charging can, well, ruin the battery. Some people don't, so it's up to personal preference. Besides that, I can recommend you going to location over here in settings, and then choose location services, and you can disable Wi-Fi scanning and Bluetooth scanning. These two features do not have to be enabled all the time, only in certain situations, and when they are needed, then you will be informed about it, so you don't have to worry about it that much. And this can definitely help you save some battery. Besides that, of course, location can also be disabled when you don't need to use it. But let's also move on to display settings, where we can find a bunch of different options that can help you save the battery. For example, even the dark mode can be quite helpful. Of course, certain features over here, when we talk about them individually, they do not matter that much by themselves. But if we add everything up, then we can make quite a big, maybe not big, but just a bit of a difference. It can be quite helpful. So the dark mode can be used. We can also use adaptive brightness, which is the automatic screen brightness. We also have the, let me actually try to find it, the screensaver, of course, but usually screensaver is used when the phone is charging. But generally speaking, it is recommended to not use the phone that much if it is charging, to let the phone charge itself without using it that much, of course. And there is also the motion smoothness, which allows you to set 90 Hz refresh rate, of course. We can switch it to 60 Hz, but it will give you like a worse experience in terms of visual, just the visual experience will be a little bit worse. So I can understand if someone doesn't like that. I wouldn't like that as well. I just prefer to have a smoother screen animation. But just for the sake of this video, I have to mention it. And besides that, of course, it also depends what you do on your phone. So if you play games a lot or if you watch lots of videos, etc., then of course the battery will be used faster. So you have to keep that in mind, of course. This is quite natural. But besides that, we also have things like Wi-Fi, like Bluetooth, the NFC, mobile data, location, etc. And these things, of course, also use the battery. So if you are in a moment when you don't really need to use them, so for example, if no Bluetooth device is connected to your phone, there is really no need to use Bluetooth at a given moment. Same as the Wi-Fi. So for example, if you are not connected to any Wi-Fi because you are, for example, outside of your home, there is no need to keep it enabled. And so on and so forth. I think you get the idea. And that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, leave a like and subscribe.